Cheers to you.
So we're ready. Cheers, cheers. We're ready to go. All right. So let's just get this going. Welcome to the Creative Coaching Cafe. It's our first show, and we don't have a guest today, but we're planning on doing this every week, and we will probably have a guest every week and a theme every week, and we'll be the theme will be on the specialist topic of our guest.
Nice.
Isn't that right? Yes.
I'm very excited. Yeah.
You're excited. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for, your willingness to do something creative, and thank you for inviting me to join the
co-host.
movement.
Well, it was the movement. Yeah. So it was thanks to you, because you invited me on your show, and then I thought, well, if she's going to invite me, I want to invite her. But I'm not actually inviting you. We're co-hosting this.
Yes, absolutely.
So, okay, let's. So today is actually going to be half an hour, and we're going to discuss a few of our the things which are dear to us, why we're doing the show, some of our core values, and what will be happening in the future episodes.
Absolutely.
So,
do you want to tell us a little bit about you, Sab?
Yeah, well, I'll give you like a 2-minute or even 1 minute pocket history. I call myself a creative coach. I'm not a fan of labels, but it does help to let people know what you do. So I'm a creative coach based in Paris, and I help people who are a little bit frustrated with their lives. They feel they should be having more fun in their lives than they are, to really rediscover their spark, especially their creative spark, through really rediscovering what they loved doing. And this is often what they loved doing as kids, even little kids, and they didn't even realize it. It was what they were doing when they didn't think about what to do. And then we lose it. We get it hammered out of us. We get it told that it's no good. And then we get a proper job. We get serious. And unfortunately, we get unhappy as well.
And we forget about childhood and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's my little thing. And how about you? How would you describe yourself if you had to?
If I had to. I'm not against labels, because I found that they're very useful for people to really, get to know about you. So I'm called the confidence coach. So confidence for me is essential, because I was lacking confidence in my life when I was a kid, very much so. So and I gained confidence by doing things, and lately by having meaningful, like a meaningful life, like a mission-based life. So for me, confidence is essential to really lead better your life, empower yourself, and have a meaningful life and a happy life, obviously.
Okay.
So
you've taken this word confidence in the same way that I've taken the word creativity as a kind of a guiding force, as a way.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I just wanted to say that if you're just joining us now, welcome. I see that we've got 𝗬𝗏𝗃𝗏. Hello there. I've already talked to you.
Hi. Yeah. How are you?
So, yeah, we have a viewer. And for anyone who's joining us on the replay, welcome as well. We're going to tell you a little bit about why we're creating this weekly show, 30-minute show, based on coaching ideas, self-development, and having a bit of fun as well. It's called the Creative Coaching Cafe. So we have things like croissants, although Marie-Louise forgot her croissant.
No, it's not. I didn't forget. You are new. Do you know what happened? I bought them, but my kids ate them. It's 9:00 p.m. here. Of course, I mean, the croissant is in the morning.
Yeah, and the dog ate my homework as well. Okay, so
no excuse here. No excuse. We are running the show.
Yeah. It's not total chaos. It's not. So what we thought we would do, we'll be having a guest every week. Maybe it's you if you're watching, and we encourage you to, if you are a specialist in a certain area of helping people out, or you've just got a very strong interest, then do get in touch, and you can be our next guest, and you can even define the topic of the show.
Yes, absolutely.
So what we thought we would do would be to, it's going to be question based. So each week people will be asking questions, and our guest and we will be answering. But seeing as we don't have a guest the first time, we thought we would tell you about our core values. Now, obviously, you can have lots of core values, but we chose 2 or 3, and we thought we would tell you about them. Marie-Louise, do you want to tell us about your core values?
All right. Okay, I stand for various things, but the 3 main values that I cherish the most are compassion. That's very important for me. Respect. It is important also, and it's a guideline for me in my life. I really cherish to, first of all, respect myself and honor myself and my needs. And so I obviously, it helps me to respect the others in their identity, in their wholeness, in their challenges, in their, everything. And my third value is joyfulness, because I love to have fun. It is important. No, but seriously, you see, I'm like,
You say seriously as you're laughing your head off.
And I'm laughing out loud. Joy is very important for me, because otherwise life is too dull. I mean, serious.
If you're not happy, you're sad. Something like that.
If I'm not happy, I'm, this kind of, it doesn't happen.
Now, tell me a bit about respect. Tell me a bit about your respect, the respect thing. You said you want to respect yourself first, and then you will be able to respect others more. Do you think if you don't respect yourself, you can't respect others? It's a bit like they say, if you don't love yourself, you can't love others. What do you think about that?
I believe that you can, of course, respect others, but is it authentic? I mean, for me, authenticity resides in your own, your internal world. And being authentic with yourself starts from within. So if you don't recognize who you are, what are your needs, your values, your aspirations, and all of that, and you don't know yourself, can you really respect really deeply someone? I don't think so. I mean, you think you are respecting, but
so when you work with someone, you start by helping them to understand themselves as deeply as possible before looking outside.
Absolutely. It is about deep coaching, and if you want to transform yourself, you need to first recognize yourself and then go for whatever you set in your life. I mean, with intention and meaning. Yeah. So tell me a little bit about your core values.
So over the years, I had a little set of 3 words, which I thought of many years ago, actually, because I'm many years old, and they've stuck with me. So I really think I've found something that is like a motto that is, well, not a motto, but it's like kind of 3 things, which they're not traditional. They're not like respect, love, or whatever. They're a little bit different, and they are learn, create, share. And
learn.
It looks like it's a line, but I'll show that it isn't. Learn. I try to learn as much as I can in life through studying myself, reading, listening to people who have, said wise things, or that I think I can learn from, and putting myself in situations where I'm in, new situations. So new things happen. So I'm absorbing quite a bit. But then I feel this real urge to create something. So this creation is based on stuff I'm learning, plus, whatever is already in my head, churning around, I create something. That's part 2. So learn, create, and then it's share. Because once I've created something, it's just personal. I don't feel it's complete until I've given it out there. If it's a painting, I want to show it to someone. If it's a poem, I want someone to read it. If it's an idea, I want to share it, like in a group. But it doesn't stop there. And this works for me as well. It's not... so basically, when I share, people will see it, whatever it is, or hear it. And
respond to it.
I hopefully they will get inspired by it or get ideas from it, their own ideas. They will react to it. They might say it's nice, they might say it's horrible, or whatever. I can learn from that. You see, it comes back again. I can learn from their reaction, having shared.
Right.
But if I hadn't created and shared, I wouldn't get that reaction to learn from. But the best thing of all, I think, is when I inspire someone to create something. If they learn something from me or they're inspired by my creation, they create something, they put it out there, they share it, and I take it in and learn from it. And that inspires me. So it's a sort of beautiful, virtuous circle, or whatever they call it.
Yes.
So that's my little core values. I quite like those. I tell people about them just in case they can get something from it.
Yeah. And you are a creative person, definitely. So every day you create. That's what you were telling me.
Okay. I'm not a fan of labels. In fact, I hate labels. But people need to know kind of what the hell you do.
Yes, who are you, Sab?
So I've been forced to do this. So I'm calling myself a creative coach, but I'm not a fan of...
But one thing, maybe in 1 year you would be something else.
It's possible, yeah. But I'm not against, you like confidence, I like creative. So I don't like saying what I am. I think it's very restricting. I like to say what I do. So if you say to me, you're a creative person, I probably think, that's great. Yeah, I love that. But I don't really accept that. I say, I create.
You create.
Then it's up to you to decide if I'm a creative person. Because for me, everyone is creative. Everyone.
Absolutely. In different ways.
I create every day. So
how do you create? What do you create?
Well, I want to inspire people to create because I think it'll make their lives richer. But they don't have to create in the same way as I do, of course. But I want to show them that a guy like me, just some guy, can create every day. I create a photograph every day, a text or a poem every day, and the paintings every week. But you can also say that you create, confidence in people. You create smiles on people's faces. You can, you can create more interesting lives for others. So creation isn't just about
them. I help them to create their own life. Actually.
It's about inspiring, but it's not about saying, hey, look how good I am, I create stuff.
At all.
It's about trying to share this wonderful gift of this desire to produce something new. But it could be anything, it could be like a song, it could be a new cake or a new experience for the kids,
And during the process, get joy out of it and be happy about it, right? That's the main, for me, it's the purpose of life. Having fun and enjoying what you are doing as much as you can, of course.
I know, it's strange, isn't it? When you look for the purpose, the meaning of life, or what is true, what are we looking for? What are we all looking for? I'm really tempted to say, it sounds like it's defining itself, but we just want to be happy.
Yeah.
That sounds obvious. But often I think people, they stop before this sort of fundamental, I want to be happy. And they say, I want a new car. I want a better relationship. I want to have a slimmer body or a more muscular body. But that's they think that's going to give them happiness, but they think it's just that. They don't realize that those are just
although in the relationship you get the love, which is so important also.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, being in, not being in love, but I'm being in love, or acknowledging love within and feeling the love is important. And the connectedness to each other, to other people, it's
that actually brings me back to why we're doing the show. I think this fundamental sort of just wanting to be happy, for me, that really comes from sharing. And through this show, we can learn so much from the people we're going to have on here. We can share ideas, we can take people's questions, we can throw ideas around. And that's going to make me very happy as much as anything else, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this opportunity to let people talk about, things that they like and such like.
That's what we are inviting them to do, and sharing their gifts, actually. That's
So, we're looking for people to come on every week. We want to have a new guest every week. Although if you love it, you can come back and talk about something that you're passionate about. So, and we'll theme the half-hour show around your passion. If you come on as our guest, we'll ask people to give us questions based on this, and the guest will be the one who gives most of the answers, and we'll sort of comment around it. So do get in touch if that's your case.
Absolutely.
I wanted to say something else actually, Marie-Louise. We talked a little bit about mottos.
Yeah.
We were having a chat. and we thought it would be fun to share our sort of little phrases that have given us meaning in life or have helped us to see things in a positive way. Have you got any that you can share for us?
Any suggestion? Any motto? Yes,
Yeah.
I have one. Yes, I have one actually. You know, I'm very much interested in mindfulness techniques and mindfulness in general and meditation. So for me, the essence of life is about the present moment. So my motto is enjoy the present moment, set your goals with intention, and let go of those, outcomes of the goals you set. So it is about, enjoying the present moment, setting goals, set your goals with intention, and let go of the outcome. That's my motto.
Okay. So this is a little bit different from traditional goal setting, where reaching the goal is the big desired thing.
Yes.
To the extent where if you don't reach it, which you normally don't, to be honest,
then you can hang yourself or guillotine, like in France.
We're in France, so we could lose our heads if we don't reach this so-called holy grail of this big goal we've set.
Yep.
So we're stressed as we try and reach it, and often we don't actually reach it, so we feel depressed and the failure. This isn't your approach.
This is my approach because I felt that it was the best approach for me to feel not to not feel the pressure.
Yeah.
Because if you put so much pressure in yourself, when you want to achieve that goal, that very specific goal.
You think goals have a place?
Goals have a place?
You think goals have a place, even if we're not obsessed by reaching them? It's more about enjoying the journey?
Enjoying the journey, setting the goal, setting the intention, going towards something, but maybe not hitting the right precise point, but going towards it and making meaningful steps, but at the same time enjoying the present moment, enjoying the process.
Right.
So when you let go of the outcomes, you do enjoy the process, right? And you feel less pressured.
Well, that's great. And I think goal setting in sort of more modern style that you've just described, which I agree with, or mindfulness, these would be two fantastic topics for future shows, I think. What do you think?
I think it's awesome. Yeah, definitely. So mindfulness is my how do you say that? My favorite subject.
Okay, so if we have any mindfulness enthusiasts out there, or even goal-setting enthusiasts, come on the show and we'll talk about it.
And you know what I love also? It's about stress, because I've been so much into stress, like 5 years ago, and I had to deal with it, and I learned many things, but it is very important for me to be happy and not feel this stress that we put on ourselves. So what about your motto?
Yeah, and we're going to finish in a little while. We've been going for 20 minutes already.
Yes.
So if we don't mention my 5 minute screw up. So I've got a couple of mottos to share with you. And again, if you're watching this on the replay or even live, then feel free to it'll be a case of people will be typing questions as we're talking, or we'll announce the guest in advance a few days beforehand, and you can give us questions before as well, and we can answer those. So we hope it'll be very interactive. This is the first show, so we're testing stuff out, seeing if it works, seeing if I remember to hit the record button at the end, things like that.
You will.
Otherwise, we'll just have to do it all over again.
No.
No. All right, so
your motto for those last 3 minutes that we have, or 5 minutes?
5 minutes, yeah. A couple of mottos have become very important to me. I'm trying to simplify my life, to be honest. The very first T-shirt I bought in France when I first arrived, a long time ago, it had this crazy guy with 6 arms, and it said, "Pourquoi faire simple quand on peut faire compliqué?"
Yeah.
Why do things simply when you can be really complicated? I loved it. But that was then, and this is now.
Not
and
anymore.
I'm trying to really simplify my life. In a similar way to your, appreciating the present moment, I've got. I really agree. There's no time like the present. I'm not sure that the past and the future exist or have much relevance at all. And some people who are convinced they do, they're still spending their present moments worrying about the past, or their present moments stressing about the future.
Yeah.
I don't really think we're ever in the past or the present. But anyway, that's one thing. Action leads to a reaction. And it's almost always positive, actually, however much we're worried about it. And if it isn't what we think of as positive, we can still learn from it.
Yeah, yeah.
So
like,
I really...
We come back to your learn and, learn, create.
Absolutely, yeah, yeah. And to be honest, I've eliminated the words failure, success, what else? Failure, success.
You don't like success?
I don't believe that it has much meaning, to be honest. I mean, comparisons, failure, this sort of thing. I really think we need to redefine that, because so much of our society is based on these ideas.
Or maybe you have a definition to success, your own definition.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be about maybe achieving happiness, success. Of course, it can be also financial and all of that, because usually we link success to finances.
Yeah.
But it's not only that, because you can be very, wealthy and very sad and unhappy.
And I think society often tells us what we're supposed to do to supposedly end up being happy. But a lot of that is based on commercial interests or societal norms, not rocking the boat, keeping other people happy. And it doesn't actually make us happy. Anyway, I'm getting off subject.
So no, it's about your definition of success. It was about,
Yeah. So take action. I'm not always an action taker, but I do think this is important. For example, I took action pressing that stupid button which said go live. And believe me, it took a little bit of
this moment of
but I did it.
But thank God we had the cafe.
Yeah, and the croissant for some. If it's a real croissant, it should go like that, as a smile. And I seem to be still alive, even though I pressed the go live button. Everything seems to be all right.
You're doing awesome.
Yeah, awesome, thanks. And I have another one. I have another little motto, and that is regular little steps lead to huge results.
Every day.
Yeah, I mean, every day or regularly. And I mean, that's nothing new. There are people like, who was it, Confucius or someone said, every journey of 1,000 miles or something starts with a single step. These are cliches, but they're cliches because they're right. They struck a chord, and we often don't take any notice of them. And
also, I will add, take steps. Baby steps. Leads to somewhere, but you have to set meaningfully that goal intentionally, so it comes back to that.
Yeah. This goal setting thing is fascinating, because there's another thing that people say. It's if you don't know where you're going in life, then you can go in any direction. It'll get you there. In other words, it'll get you nowhere. You could say that's fine. Lead your life. Just go with the flow. Yeah. But there seems to be something inside us which we start getting frustrated when we do that.
Yeah, absolutely. So
it's about sort of not getting obsessed by goals, but still feeling that your life has a direction, I guess.
Exactly.
There's something I would also add, and that is, far from being a model, I do want to try out the ideas that I believe in. Otherwise, I think it's a bit, it's not quite coherent. So my little steps, for example, right now are to publish a photograph every day, a photograph of Paris. It sounds like nothing, literally just posted on Facebook. And yet I've now done that. I started off a while ago. It was just like post a photograph with a little text. But now I'm on number 530. I could publish a book of texts and photographs now. And I didn't see it happen.
No, but you didn't see it when you do things step by step, every day, little steps, you don't, and then you look back and you look, a year ago.
Yeah.
You were, and now where you are at.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And to do that, I didn't think of Any goal. I just thought, in fact, my goal was to publish a photo daily.
But because you love to do that.
Simple as that.
Yeah, but you loved, you're enjoying it.
Yeah, that's right. And it's funny because I was doing a program. It was a kind of a goal-setting program. It was a challenge, 90 days. You define your big goal, you head towards it, you see what happens. And I did that at the same time as thinking, I'd like to publish a photo every day.
Yeah.
I dropped the big goal and I'm still publishing the photograph because the photograph came from my heart.
Yeah, it's meaningful. It comes from your heart. Exactly.
It didn't come from some goal-setting plan where I had to find some big goal.
Yeah, it doesn't come from your head. It comes from your heart.
Yeah, that's right.
That's why you're keeping it, you know, alive.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
And we're still alive. We're still live. Even though I pressed that go live button, I didn't die, strangely.
Nope. Thanks God. So now we are here on live for more than, about 30 minutes.
Yeah, we're coming up to 30 minutes. We decided to keep it at half an hour so that it's short and snappy.
Yeah, we are inviting people that have many things to share and are passionate about their topic to come to us, to come to Sab or myself and to say hello, what they're doing, what they would like to talk about, their topic, blah, blah, blah.
Yep. So basically people normally have a topic that they're passionate about, and that's what we want you to talk about, not something else.
Absolutely.
We want to cover all sorts of things relating to self-development, not self-improvement, I would say, because I don't believe we need improving, but self-development, continuing to grow. I like that idea. So we're looking, it could be anything from quite heavy stuff, from addiction or habits or something to lighter, to more spiritual stuff, the meaning of life, or just having fun, how to lead a happier life.
Yeah.
So we're not really we're very open. As long as it's in the kind of self-development coaching field, it'll be great. Come along, have your half hour of fame and fortune. Well, fame. Well, spend half an hour with us.
With us.
Yeah. Drink coffee.
And croissant.
Eat croissants. Don't forget your croissant last time. So we're going to finish for half an hour then, I guess. So let's just say it's going to be every Tuesday.
Yep. Absolutely.
For the moment. Could change, but for the moment we're going for every Tuesday.
Yeah.
The time's 9 o'clock French time in the evening.
Paris time.
It's maybe a little late for some, but it was a time that we managed, and all of America can join us. So we've got a potential audience of 300 million.
No excuses.
No. 300 million I want next week. And suggest your topics, send in your questions, come on live, ask your questions live. And I'll just give a shout out to some of the people that have joined in. 𝗬𝗏𝗃, hi there. Thanks for joining us. Can you see the comments or not?
I cannot. You are the man of the game. Yeah,
there must be a way of letting you see them now. I'll try and work that out. So 𝗬𝗏𝗃, who is I've got a feeling she is if I'm not making a mistake, what's she called? A cravings coach. And she is going to come on and talk about cravings.
Love it.
Like, it's like for me, I don't know if she's still listening, but it's ice cream for me. Ice cream.
Ice cream. Wow.
So the secret's out of the bag.
We're getting into summer and French ice cream is.
Yeah, I can't stop eating ice cream, but it's serious. I mean, I had worse addictions, so ice cream is pretty good. But still, when I buy a pack, I eat the pack. I mean, because it's there. Yeah. Amber is here. Amber is. 𝗬𝗏𝗃 says she just had one. She just had an ice cream. Oh, I hate you. I hate you. And okay, so Amber's come along. Amber's got chocolate as her I don't know if it's a craving or an addiction or just a pleasant diversion. I don't know. Up to you to decide, isn't it? When does something you like doing become a nasty habit? That's a good question, isn't it?
Addiction, you call it.
What do you call it? What do you call it? Yeah. I just wanted to say what Amber's saying. She's saying things like she miscalculated the timing, first of all, with the huge sort of time difference between, what is it, Austria and here, or something like that?
Austria or Australia?
No, not Australia. Something like Austria or Germany or something.
Oh, it's the same time zone.
Yeah. So she says that Amber's ongoing themes are integrity and dealing with narcissistic manipulation attempts. Okay, so that's pretty serious stuff. So we could certainly have a really interesting discussion on that, I think.
Deep one.
Yeah, deep one. Yeah. We have Ingrid, who has watched as well. That was difficult to find. Yes.
Hello.
But she says it was difficult to find us. Well, you know, this is our very first show. We're just working out all the bells and whistles, and it should get smoother as time goes on.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So I'm excited. We've just done. I just have to remember to press the record button. That's our first show. We've done it.
No, we've done it. We've done it. Yay!
Yeah. Great.
Congrats.
Yeah. Well done. All right. So I had something fancy I could stick up here. Things like this. Oh, what's that doing? We've got another one. Ask your creative coaching questions in the chat. Okay. This is my site. So if you come on as our guest, we can certainly give you a bit of promotion. You know, we'll put the name of your site. You can say what you do. Although I have to stress, it's not an interview show. we're not interviewing the guest. The guest and we are responding to questions and discussing a topic. Marie-Louise has a new site which isn't ready yet, but it's called 𝗍𝗶𝗶𝗃𝗲. And that's it. Let's not drag out, a good thing.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Sab, for being with us. I mean, I love the co-creation, the joy of it.
And it's so much more fun, isn't it, than being all on my own or on your own?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a different energy.
Yeah.
It's very creative and leaning in and, co-creative. And
of course, you have a show which inspired this one for me, where you interview people.
Yes, heart-based conversations, interviews.
Yeah, so Marie-Louise interviews people.
Yeah, if anybody is interested in getting interviewed, really half-an-hour interview and with deep questions. And I don't say that we're not diving into deep questions here, but it's more an interview setting. So
so do feel free to go on that. It's a very nice discussion.
And with a promo, and if you want to share your freebie or your program or whatever, you're more than welcome to do it, of course.
Great. Okay, so I thought of a motto. I thought of a motto for the show. I don't know what you think.
Another one?
No, for the show. The Creative Coaching Cafe, or CCC. You know CCC? This means yes, yes, yes in French. CCC, señor, or is it Spanish? So Creative Coaching Cafe, where we help you find clarity in the croissant crumbs. Yeah? No?
Very creative again.
No?
In the crumbs? In the
croissant crumbs. Creativity in the crumbs. No, clarity in the crumbs. How about that?
Clarity, I prefer. Creativity in the crumbs.
No, sounds like
clarity.
Yeah, okay. Clarity in the croissant crumbs. Okay, well, whatever. If you've got a better idea, dear viewers,
let us know
what we can say. Where you find clarity in the croissant crumbs. If you think that is the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard, find a better one. Be creative.
Okay, let's go then.
Yeah, let's go. Look, I mean, I've really had enough of listening to me. So I don't know about you.
I'm good. I'm happy.
Okay, all right. So next week we'll have a guest. We don't know who it is yet. If you insist, it might be you. And it'll be on Tuesday at 9 o'clock in the evening, French time.
And 3 p.m. EST and noon for.
That's like New York, right?
New York, yeah. EST.
And noon for people on the Pacific coast and anywhere else. And sorry, Australia. And Asia. Well. You can't please everybody.
Too late for them.
Yeah.
Or no, we have. Yeah, it's a little. It's for them. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're doing it when it's possible for us as well. So.
And we have the replay anytime.
Yeah, and you have the replay. So we're going to put the replay probably everywhere we can think of, and can't wait to hear your comments. Is that okay?
Yes. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Okay. Bye for now. See you next week.
Bye-bye. Bye everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.